In this video, we're going to be relacing the parameter to a first base mitt. And there's two ways to do this. On the DCT, it has an exposed knot right here. So the section we're going to be starting with the toe has an exposed knot right here and again on the other side. But if your glove does not have a knot, I'm going to show you how to do that first. What you're going to want to do is enter in between the glove like this, rough side up. I'm going to pull. You got a little bit of lace left. You're going to leave about 2 holes worth of the lace. We're going to kind of tuck it inside the glove about right here. Just like that. Now kind of hold it and twist the lace a little bit to where we're going to be smooth side up. Now we're going to go in right here. Push that needle through to where you're on the back side of that lace. Come through just like that. Now you're going to continue on with the spiral in the next hole right there and on the inside. And what you're going to want to make sure of is that excess lace that we left in there is going to be secured by this spiral. So just kind of make sure it's sandwiched in there. We're still rough side up right here. Just like that. Now you're going to do the same. You're going to continue on with the spiral like so. So now let me get this unlaced and show you how to do the DCT. All right, now for the DCT, you're going to want to go ahead and get you a single knot on the end of your lace. You're going to go in rough side up right here. I'm going to stay on the inside of the glove. I'm going to come out this hole right here. Kind of give that a little twist to where it'll be smooth side up. We're going to be going in the back side right here. And coming out right there on the back side of that lace. Just like so. Now we're going to be going in the next hole to the right. We're going to be coming out right next to this lace right here. Kind of twist it to where it'll be smooth on smooth right here. Let's see if I can get that in the shot. Just like that. All right. Now we're just going to keep going hole by hole. So it's kind of tricky underneath the web right here. Always smooth side up, of course, as we go along. One by one. Twist it up again. It's all right. We'll just help it along as we go. Now we're going to go hole by hole. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward until we get to about right here, and I'm going to pick back up. All right, I've made it to the MLB logo, and I'm about right here on the inside, and it's going to end at this hole right next to it, but I want to point out right here, once you get to here, you want to make sure you hit that liner. There's a hole right there where that needs to go. Make sure you get in there when you're at this point. All right, one more hole. Again, you want to get the liner in this one as well. Right here's where we're going to stop for now, because that is the end. Now we're going to pick up on the thumb side. All right, for the thumb side perimeter, the DCT is going to start right here. And again, if you got a glove that doesn't have an exposed single knot right here, you're going to start on the inside the same way you did on the other side. So how you would do that is you would come in about right here, rough side up. Keep about 2 holes worth on this side too. That's what it looks like about on the inside. Just kind of keep that in there. Twist the lace a little bit. You'll come in a hole right on the opposite side of it. I'm going to stay on the left of that lace. And come through on the bottom of it right there. All right, so now for the DCT owners, we're going to be starting in this hole, staying on the inside of the glove, just like the other side. And coming out right there, rough side up. There we go. Kind of hold that in place, give the lace a little twist to help it out to get to the smooth side. Going in that hole right there. Let's see where it lines up. Looks like it's 1, 2, 3 from the tip, but it's right across the street from the other side. That's what the inside will look like. Get that smooth side. Coming in through the bottom of that one. Definitely want to start with a full 72-inch strip of lace on this one, because this section will eat up a lot. You don't want to have to unlace all this over again because you you gambled on the smaller piece. All right, the next hole is right here. We're going to be going one by one. On this part, you want to make it nice and clean right there. I'll be touching that smooth side. Kind of twist the needle to where that smooth side will hit this smooth side of this. Just like so. Nice and clean. Make that nice and snug. That's what we got so far. We'll do a couple more. But we're basically just going to be going hole by hole, just like the other side. Rough side up. Make sure you're straight. And what I mean by straight is make sure your lace is in the right orientation, whether it be rough side up or smooth side up, because you don't want to have to pull it back out. Perfect. Maybe. I need it a little snugger than that. There we go. Let me do one more, and I'll fast forward till the end. This one's a little tough to get to, being under the web. That's where we went in. Here's where we're coming out the next hole. Make sure not to lace the web up in this one. Beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to fast forward and basically just go hole by hole. Do the same thing we just did on those previous ones. All the way down. Guess I'll pick up right here. Make sure you get the liner. And I'll see you down here. All right, I've made it down to here. It's where the liner starts and the palm and heel lace exit the glove. So what you want to do here is make sure you get that liner. There's a hole right here in the liner. Make sure you get in there. It's kind of tricky. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it to get it through there, and we're gonna come on the bottom of this lace, just like that. All right, had to take that one off camera, but I eventually got it through. So there's a very good chance you'll lose your lace off the needle right here, and consider yourself lucky if you didn't, because you're going through 3 layers right there and a lace on the other side. So definitely had to battle to get that one through. That's okay. But definitely wanted to point that out. Make sure you get through all 3 layers and stay on the bottom side of that lace right there. That's one thing to point out. You want to do the same thing with this one. You're going to go through this bottom one, hit the liner, stay on the bottom side of this lace. All right, here is the next hole. Went through the liner right there, and out on the bottom side of this lace. And what I did was I had the rough side originally up right here. But I took the needle nose and twisted it to where it'll be smooth on smooth. Just a nice detail you can do yourself. That makes all the difference. Let's go ahead and pull that all the way through. That's what we're at right here. Now we're going to keep going. This is where we'll get 3 again. The shell, the liner, and the palm of the glove. Make sure you get the right tension. You don't want too snug right here, or else you'll have a hard time breaking in that hinge. Now I'm going to go one by one again until I get to about this area right here, and I'll see you there. All right, checking back in on this 4th spiral right here. You want to make sure you hit this first hole on the outer shell of the glove, right here at the hinge. Now make sure you go through the liner as well, all the way until we get to right here. All right, one tip I want to show you when you get to this point, if you keep losing your lace out of the needle, try to go one layer at a time. Because this particular glove, just like so, is giving me a lot of trouble right here. But if you get it through one layer, go ahead and pull it through with some needle nose. I'm even having trouble doing that. Go. So now I got one layer. I'll put the needle back on and go through the other two. All right, I've made it through all 3 layers. Another tip you could do is throw some conditioner towards the needle end, kind of help it through initially. Then you can pull it the rest of the way through. But this glove is a fighter for sure. All right, almost ready to end here. Go through this hole. This one should be fun. Probably have to take this one off camera as well. We're going on the bottom side of right here. All right, I finally got it poked through there. Definitely fought me every step of the way, but we're through. Now the next step, I'll be going in right here, finishing right here. See if I can get that through on camera. Now let's see if I can push it all the way through without it coming off the needle. I'll bet money it will. All right. It's a Christmas miracle. To end, we're going to be going underneath 2 of these laces right here on the spiral, just like so. Make sure we're still smooth side up. Try to stay on top of that binding right there, just like that. And if you want to go an extra spiral or 2, up to you, but this is how it's done stock, so that's the way I'm going to end it. Go ahead and cut. Just like that. Now we're going to go back to this side and do the same. You could have threw it under there as you were doing that spiral, but I forgot to do so. So I have to go back, lace up the needle, and run it through. There's 1. There's 2. There we go. I'm going to cut relatively close to that spiral, about right there. Nice and easy. And the perimeter is done. That's what you should look like after you're done. And if you chose to go the hidden route, you wouldn't see these. Now let's move on to the web base.